everyone, it's Janet here, and I'm just making a short video today on the topic of the law of attraction, which is something I know that a lot of you are practicing, a lot of you do reading about, and it's something that is very popular these days, and something that I'll be honest myself, 2-3 years back, it wasn't something I'd ever really stopped to think about. The fact that, how you think, the vibrations, of our thoughts, how that can attract either what we want or what we don't want. But I think when you do stop to think about it, and certainly, for example, if you think about a day when you get up and it goes wrong from the off and we get ourselves into a negative mood, and lo and behold, everything that can go wrong that day goes wrong, and it turns into one of those days where you just think, I'm glad today's over because just nothing went right. And it's because we kind of get ourselves locked into this frequency of expecting things to go wrong, expecting to be late, and thinking the worst about things, and lo and behold, we attract what we're thinking about. So the good news is that we can obviously do the opposite, and we can think about what we do want in our lives, what we're trying to attract. But the law of attraction is something that isn't as easy as it sounds. In principle, it's pretty simple and straightforward, but of course life is never that simple, and there's things that get in the way, there's things that sort of take us off course with what we're thinking about. But the starting point for myself, when I go back a few years now, was The Secret. I think most of you are probably aware of The Secret, a lady called Rhonda Byrne, who originally wrote the book and made it into a movie. I've actually got this is my DVD copy here. You can also get it in audio form if you like listening to stuff as you're driving around in the car. But basically, she collected together a lot of stories, went around interviewing people around the law of attraction. Some of them were kind of quantum physicists, some of them were philosophers, but really pulling together this idea of there is a law, just like there's a law of gravity, that we will attract to us what we're thinking. So the more aware we can become of what our thoughts are, that might shed some light on perhaps why we haven't got abundance in our life, or maybe we have in some areas and not in others. So when I came across The Secret, it was actually a friend of mine that introduced it to me, and we were all fired up about this and thinking positive thoughts, and we were going to attract all this great stuff to us. And in fact, I have to say, within the first 2 months when I was really practicing The Secret and really conscious of what I was thinking, I actually won a holiday, which, this is somebody who'd never won anything. I don't think I've even won a box of chocolates in the church raffle before now. But lo and behold, I won a competition on a mobile phone, and I actually won a holiday. And in fact, this is my vision board here. I may have shown this before in my blog, but down here is a picture of Dale and I in Venice, which is where we went on our very lovely, very romantic holiday together. And so maybe that was a coincidence, and maybe it wasn't. But visualising what you want is a really important part. That really does add energy to attracting in what you want. So it's basically thinking about what your dreams are, what you'd really like to do, places you want to go, what you'd like to have, really thinking about those thoughts, but equally trying to imagine that you've already ordered it from the universe and it's on its way. And if you can picture that and really get into the feelings of that, then that's even more attractive, it's even more potent in terms of drawing it into you. So doing something like a vision board is certainly a good idea and does help with that. And if nothing else, I just find it fun doing these, and I have it sat in my office. This is my portable version this year. Last year I had a huge flip chart, but this year I've got a nice small version, and on here are pictures of things like places we want to go. We've got New York up here, which is our favoured place that we would absolutely love to bring in the new year in Times Square. So we've got New York up there, various horses and motorbikes which feature in the lives of the people that I love. I've got the family over here. I've got some of my favourite affirmations as well. And also these ones, I don't know if you can see these too well, but there's sort of some typed ones that I've stuck on here as well. And these are what I call notes from the universe, and it's a guy who's on The Secret called Mike Dooley, who's probably one of my favourites to come out of The Secret. Mike is the most wonderful guy, and every day, if you subscribe to his website, which is free, he will send you a little note from the universe. So every day, on Monday to Friday, this message plops into my inbox around about 8 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And it's personalised to me, and sometimes it is spooky. It's as if he must be watching me and knowing what's going on in my life, or maybe something I'm trying to make a decision about. But there's always something in that message that seems to resonate with me. Or sometimes it just makes me laugh. Sometimes it really pulls me up short and makes me think about things. So Mike Dooley is somebody that he's written some fantastic material, and I'm sure you'd enjoy that. If you Google Mike Dooley, you'll find his website. You can subscribe to the Notes from the Universe, which are great anyway, and a real pick me up in the morning, very inspiring. And you can also look at his thoughts and ideas around the law of attraction, because a lot of people say, well, it doesn't work, or it works sometimes, but how come I've been, really thinking about this new car that I want? I've got a picture of it, I've been and test driven it, but why isn't it happening? And Mike's very good at explaining why that is, and it really sometimes is about not getting too caught up and not getting too attached to very, very specific things. Try and have a very general overview of what you want. If it's to be happy, to have abundance, to enjoy what I do every day, to have great relationships, the more general we can keep our focus of what we want, because I guess ultimately all of us, that's what we want. We want to be happy. We want to have fulfilling lives and enjoy every day. If we try and sort of keep our focus of what we're trying to attract on that sort of level, that really does open up the way for the universe to bring that to us in so many different ways. We're not closing off any avenues or any doors there. Whereas if we're very, very specific, what I really need to happen is to be promoted, by December 2010, or I really need this new car, or I really want us to move to that house. The more specific we get and focused on one particular thing and really attached to that, then we're kind of limiting our options. Yeah, the universe, if we keep it more general, has got a lot more options to help bring it to us faster, but also might bring us something even better, something we've not even thought of yet. So, very thought-provoking stuff. I actually went to see Mike Dooley quite recently live. He's been touring off and on. He's been touring for about 6-7 years now, but he was in the UK and I had the opportunity to go and see him. Absolutely fantastic. So check out his website, subscribe to the Notes from the Universe, because I'm sure you'll enjoy having those. Think about your dreams, think about getting our frequencies right, getting ourselves tuned in and trying to keep that focus, and hopefully everything good will come to us and we'll all have a life of abundance, and that will be truly wonderful. So I'm going to leave it there today and go and do some other things. The sun is shining and I'm going to go off out now and take my little doggy for a walk, and I hope everybody has a great day. I'll speak to you soon.